Hello my dear friends and welcome back to my YouTube channel on LELB Society. This session I will be teaching you another unit of 1100 words. You need to know this great course book to improve your English vocabulary for the IELTS or TOEFL exam. 1100 words you need to know. You see the photo, the cover photo of this vocab course book. This session I will be teaching you the unit corresponding week 26, day 3. Before starting, as usual, let me show you the flashcards that exist here. Jettison means to throw away, throw overboard, to get rid of. Lucrative, money making. Profitable, advantageous. Tussle, to have a fight, to argue with somebody, sometimes using your hands. Editor, a person who makes some addition or edits, particularly in a news agency. Taboo, something that is prohibited, or a prohibition. Imprudent, unwise, stupid, silly, preposterous. Discard, to get rid of, jettison, throw away. Essential, necessary, vital. That's it. So let me zoom in. Okay. The first word is jettison. I start from the matching part, which means throw overboard, and discard. Discard, as I said, means to get rid of. Discard. Inevitable means sure, certain, unavoidable. Unavoidable or inevitable means unstoppable, something. Evitable means something that you can avoid. Avoidable. Inevitable means unavoidable. Lucrative, profitable. Tussle, a rough struggle. Intrinsic or intrinsic, both pronunciations exist. It means essential, natural, and inborn or innate. The opposite is extrinsic. The context. We are focusing on week 26, day 3. On LELB Society, you have access to all of the previous units of this course book in a clear and specified category. Everything is organized. I have spent so much time organizing this stuff there so that you can find them easily. Okay, playing it safe. The average newspaper office receives many times the amount of foreign news. Then it has a space to print. So it cannot accommodate all those pieces of news in reference to foreign issues. The editor, pay attention, the changes to the when it is followed by a word starting with a vowel, and E is a vowel. The editor must include or jettison. Include or exclude, also you could say. Exclude for jettison. Exclude items as he sees fit. Fit here means appropriate, proper. It's an adjective, the part of a speech. It is inevitable that his ideas of what the reader wants to know or should know are decisive. Pay attention to this structure, that why the writer has not used an S for want. Why not once? Because there are some special words or adjectives in English. When you use them, actually it shows that you are using you're showing a kind of obligation or necessity, and therefore actually the presence of should, the modal auxiliary, can be felt. So here the original sentence has been something like this: it is inevitable that his ideas of what the reader should want, because actually want is the verb for reader, so in ordinary situations it must be wants, not want. But should has been omitted here before should be between reader and want. Got it? Okay. By the way, if you have any question, you could just leave them below, at the bottom of this post, or even on my YouTube channel, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Or should know. Here, should exists. Are decisive means influential, substantial, effective. So it means that actually the readers could determine where the focus of the news agency should go, because the newspaper owners do not want to endanger a lucrative business, because of the fact that newspaper owners, the agents, do not want to jeopardize. Endanger means to put something in space danger, and also jeopardize, or to place something at risk. A lucrative, a profitable business, and business refers to the actually entrepreneurship of a news agency. A news agency. Okay, so they are rather conservative. There is the constant tussle, invariant or invariable, let's say incessant, always constant tussle or fight or argument between personal opinion and the desire not to offend too many readers or advertisers. Okay, so that's why actually they tend to be rather they try to take holistic perspectives in order to satisfy the majority of people, not just one specific group of people. It is intrinsic to the operation of all mass media, including news agencies and news business. It is certain, it is sure, it is essential that the operation of all mass media, that they avoid being extremist. Extremist means focusing on just one extreme case. It means they do not want to just satisfy one specific group of people, for example, only the educated. What about the majority of people who are not perhaps actually well educated, but semi-educated or half educated? Okay, in their news coverage or editorials. Editorial in a newspaper actually refers to a specific, let's say, a part of news or writing in which the editor reveals his opinions. So it does not include the main parts of the news. It just reflects the editor's opinions. This is called editorial. Alright, sentences. Our conscience must always tussle against our yearning for what we know is taboo. Yearning for or longing for or desire, strong desire, So our conscience must always tussle against, argue with our strong desire for what we know is taboo. Yeah, it means that we need to challenge actually something which is taboo. Okay. Number 2, man sets the price of gold. It has no intrinsic value. It means that gold by itself or per se does not have any specific value. We just give its value to it, or give value to it. Put a label on that. Number 3, the pilot decided it would be imprudent to jettison his fuel over the populated area. You know, if the pilot decides to jettison some unnecessary stuff, actually he or she wants to, the captain wants to just make the vehicle lighter by getting rid of something that is unnecessary and heavy. So this is called jettison. So the pilot decided it would be imprudent, unwise to jettison or to get rid of the fuel, for example, that substance from which the plane gets its energy or power over the populated area. So it is clear that actually it was densely populated, and therefore it was not a good idea to just jettison the fuel over that area or quarter. It is inevitable that children question what their elders accept as tradition. It is certain, undoubted, that children question. Here, question is a verb. It means criticize or bring something under question. What their elders, parents and grandparents, accept as tradition. So parents accept it as tradition, but children actually are rather more are mavericks, let's say. They non-conformists. They do not easily accept everything. And the last sentence, each year the contracts offered to star sports figures become more lucrative. Let me read it one more time. Each year the contracts offered to star sports figures become more lucrative. So that's a contract that is made between star sports figures and some, for example, sponsoring companies. These contracts become even more and more lucrative and expensive, or yeah. So let me see. Everything is clear. The idiom: once in a blue moon, on a very rare occasion, not frequently, means seldom. His wife complained that they go out to dinner and the show once in a blue moon. So here, what is the wife complaining about? She's complaining about how infrequently they go out or they eat out, and they just, for example, go to the cinema or a movie show as a part of entertainment. In other words, actually they just go there, go to the cinema or eat out infrequently, not repeatedly enough, not often enough. So thank you very much for your attention. I hope you enjoyed this vocabulary unit or lesson, and please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for further lessons that are about to be published. And by the way, if you have any question, you can use the comment form here, this comment form at the bottom of the posts on LELB Society, and I will get back to you. You can also, you don't need to create any account. You can publish your questions as a guest. Thank you very much and have a great time.